Titan must be having a different effect on Ivy. Her plants are growing. They'll soon be out of control. Looks like the plants are mutating further.
Greetings everybody, I am Batman. And I made a colossal fuck up, because yes, as you can no doubt tell by the Batman Arkham videos logo that I am blatantly borrowing. Yeah, I had a recording fuck up for this point in the game, which is why I'm pretty much pilfering footage from YouTube for the sake of pretty much maintaining continuity for the most part, because otherwise you would have no idea where my footage began and where it ended. Again, after the Poison Ivy bit that I showed at the beginning, up until, well, the next Scarecrow Nightmare sequence, I might as well spoil it now, because it's one of the most iconic parts of the game. Yeah, I couldn't skip over that in a similar way to how I skimmed over the Jafar boss fight of Kingdom Hearts 2, so yeah, I kind of had no choice but to do this to sort of maintain continuity, but on the upside though, swings and roundabouts, I do actually get to show you guys what the original version of Arkham Asylum looked like, but yeah, because of footage corruption, yeah, parts missing, had to patch it together, and, well, yeah, I'm really fucking disappointed and very angry with myself, because, But anyway, this is the original version of Arkham Asylum, the one that you would have gotten for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This is the original graphical style, not much of a difference between the Return to Arkham port and this version. So, yeah, take your fancy, really. The only thing I can really say about the original edition of Arkham Asylum is that, excuse me, and Arkham City for that matter, is that I think some of the heavier visual effects have been toned down a little bit, but that's really about it. I mean, apart from retexted character models to, I guess, kind of put it more in line with Arkham Knight, nothing really changes all that much, so yeah, that's about all I really have to say in terms of the visual fidelity, but yeah, in the meantime, apart from the fact that, you know, if you land on a gargoyle, they blow up, as per the game's escalation of challenge, not much really changes. The only thing you really have to do is just take out another one of Joker's cryptographic sequencer bombs, and then you're pretty much on your way. You can actually just disable the bomb and move on to the next area and be, you know, pretty happy-clappy about the whole thing. But I mean, then again, you can also take out, you know, the rest of the guards, and they will be alerted if you do decide to try and take out the bomb, because I guess it leaves an alarm. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I'm not going to pilfer the whole video, so I am pretty much going to be cutting to, well, pretty much to the next point of interest, really. But again, I just want to let you guys know that, again, after you're done with the Botanical Gardens, after talking to Poison Ivy, you can either go to the mansion to talk to Aaron Cash, he'll pretty much tell you where Killer Croc's cell is, go to intensive treatment, pretty much go back the way you came back to the elevators, and, yeah, pretty much just go down from there. But it seems we might be stopped along the way, and wait a minute, what's this? I'm getting static and interference, bip 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 bip.
Did anyone catch the game last night?
Greetings everybody, Joker here, welcoming you to the part 1 of Joker Arkham Asylum. And with me is my commentator Solidus-Skully, here to welcome you to Joker Arkham Asylum. Quite possibly one of the best Joker video games of all time, in a similar vein to the Joker movies, really, with, you know, the Joker 1989, Joker Returns, Joker Forever, Joker and Harley. Then, of course, beginning again with Joker Begins, the Clown Prince of Crime, and, yeah, the Clown Prince Rises, which is, of course, about the Joker's boner. But what's going on? Yeah, that was pretty much the original joke that I fucked up and was initially going to do had my original recordings not been fucked up, but, sadly, however, no dice. And see, look, the Joker isn't a DLC exclusive. You can play as him in the Xbox 360 version. It's just in a slow, pishy, walking around sequence. And also Scarface, in his one role voiced by Mark Hamill. Which I guess means that in the Joker Arkham Asylum universe, I guess Albert Wesker is still alive in this case, and oh, look at this. Batman is chained up, and all of his friends are imprisoned, including the very still alive Dr. Young. Yes, how curious. Things have gone a bit topsy-turvy. But yeah, everything's gone fucking flipshit really, with Victor Zsasz hauling away Batman, you know, one of the Slipknot prisoners, and then we also have Scarecrow taking away Dr. Steve Bloom's role. Ah, how curious. Yes, things have gone quite mad. The inmates are running the asylum!
No, he's not. We really should feel sorry for him. He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane. What is going on inside your head, Wayne? He's gone. Just a twisted shell of a man.
Cut me free!
He's all yours, Joker.
Oh, goody! Come on, Mr. J, we're ready!
I've waited a long time for this, lads. Let's start the party with a bang.
Use the middle stick to dodge. There is no middle stick, unless you're playing on the N64, but yeah, we're switching back to my footage right now. Jeez, and you know what? How fucking appropriate that it was the fucking glitchy Scarecrow nightmare sequence where my footage got fucking corrupted. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, to be honest. But, anyway, yeah, this is the third and final Scarecrow nightmare sequence. And, before you ask a question, no, he doesn't technically know that, Bruce Wayne is Batman. Yet. But yeah, we also get to see the many faces of Batman, without his cape, just rocking back and forth. And here he goes again, looking for his contact lenses. No detective mode without it, so that's why he's walking around in his undies going, "Oh, I lost my contact lens, where is it, where is it?" And, yeah, this is pretty much the point where my recording begins again, and I'm, Again, you can't really help it, and again, it's something you don't really tend to notice until it's too fucking late to do anything about it, but, yeah, multiple save slots / test recording, things. Save slots. That's why they're very important, otherwise you'll get fuck-ups like this to happen, and, hey there, buddy. What you eating? Eating rats? Which clearly is a direct shout-out to All-Star Batman and Robin, where Batman forced Robin to eat rats, as written by Frank Miller when he went fucking crazy. I mean, at least I think that's what that was meant to be referring to anyway. But yeah, as per our final Scarecrow nightmare sequence, we get a bit of platforming, a bit of combat, a bit of dining in the hell. And I suppose for lack of anything else to talk about, we might as well get into Scarecrow's backstory per Arkhamverse. And again, I will be showing off the Scarecrow interview tapes, you know, as a sort of means of apology for, you know, the dearth of content that we really have for this part. But yeah, in terms of the Arkhamverse, Scarecrow was actually once a doctor at Arkham Asylum. He was a psychologist. He has a similar backstory to what was there in the comics, you know. He was bullied as a kid, constantly tormented, and basically decided to use that fear to basically get back at the bullies who tormented him by using fear psychology as his means of, well, getting back at a world that scorned him. So yeah, that led into his research of fear gas, fear toxins, pretty much the stuff that he's using on Batman right now, and because of that he wound up losing his job at Arkham, and practically became, well, a Scarecrow. Dealing with fear, symbolism, and pretty much just being a general frightening kind of guy right here and there. Of course, there is a little bit more to it, but basically the short and sweet of it is that Batman stopped him initially, and, well, since Joker was taking over Arkham Asylum, he was admitted to being a patient of Arkham. He tried some more experiments, but then the Joker decided to, well, include him in his little party list. But, will the Scarecrow remain on the party list, or will he be kicked off like Harley? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And, one of the other benefits of also doing this level in terms of, well, commentary in and of itself is that you also get Mark Hamill's Scarface as a nice little bit of bonus commentary throughout the level, talking about how Bruce Wayne is freaking crazy, and he is. I mean, after all, most people don't dress up as bats to get over their parents' death, but, you know, take the rough with the smooth. I mean, it could have been worse, I suppose. He could have turned into the Punisher, or fucking some other crazy whacked-out nutjob. Well, I mean, he is still a nutjob, but, you know, he's the nutjob who punches people and, does heroic things, and is every bit the detective his followers on the internet believe him to be. And yeah, there was also one segment that I thought you initially couldn't get caught on when it comes to, you know, avoiding the Scarecrow's fear gaze, but no. There's a little list sequence where I thought that you initially couldn't get caught, but you in fact can, as I'm going to be showing in a little bit. I have become the Scarecrow. Is this the bat, or is this the man? Is it the crow, or is it someone who's scared? But yeah, this will also be one of the last times we'll be seeing Scarecrow for a while, and yeah, I thought you couldn't get caught here, but boy was I fucking wrong. So, yeah, avoid his gaze. But yeah, just pretty much just boss right up here, and you're pretty much set. But however, it seems that Dr. Jonathan Crane is not finished with us just yet.
I think you need a little more. Tell me what demons do you have left to beat? Shall we see?
So yes indeedy, we're not quite done here because now we also have a combat sequence, which I believe was also included in challenge mode actually, but yeah, I don't think anything else really happens apart from Batman fighting his skeletons in the closet. Don't ask me where he got them! Well, he probably got them from his parents' death, years of being the Batman taking a toll on him, turning him into the Bat Dick, which turns Batman into a dickhead, depending on the continuity, or even some of the good continuities, because, well, he's psychologically damaged and kind of an asshole. Yeah, but yeah, that's neither here nor there in this case. You beat up goons, and depending on each wave you complete, you pretty much activate the Bat Light of Justice! And, bada bing, you do the thing, Scarecrow's defeated for another day, and, well, you can pretty much go off and fight Joker. Cause, Joker's running out of distractions. He's been planning this big-ass party, and we gotta get to the party, cause we're the party man. And we're gonna be going to do such good partying, and I'm gonna be using explosive gel to use some fireworks for the party. Fucking party man. And guess what reviews I was watching by Phalos last night? But yeah, apart from that, I know I've said this time and time again, but I mean, the later games do use explosive gel to a bit more combat capability, and ordinarily I don't really tend to use explosive gel that much, but again, it's just my compulsion to show off the game's combat schema, no matter how limited, in as decent a fashion as I can, and yeah, before anything else happens, one good thing about the Titan fights in this case is that actually when they're skeletal boners, yeah, they pretty much die by crashing into a wall. Quick and sweet!
You've ingested enough toxins to drive dead men insane! What are you?
I am Batman. Is what he should have said right there, but no, Scarecrow has more of a spiel like, yeah, you're the same as us, Batman, grr, 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 grr. Even though Batman uses his tortured psyche for good at the cost of himself, which is actually rather depressing in some continuities, like, especially by the time you get to Batman Beyond, where Bruce is just a lonely old man with no allies left, which is bit of a shame, but then again, that's what Terry McGinnis is for, to turn his life around and put Bruce Wayne at peace. Because Jesus Christ. And, yeah, I mean, I think as an episode of the animated series also kind of explored, again, the gimmicks might have been different, but even without Batman, these twisted criminals, they pretty much would have been doing twisted, fucked up stuff regardless of Batman's presence, so basically, they're all screwed up, so acquiesced, really. But yeah, nothing really changes if you go on the opposite side. I just kind of wanted to explore what happens if anything goes around here, and no, another good dose of fear gas, but apparently Batman is resistant to it. Or I guess maybe this is also a bit of a partial setup towards, you know, the ending of Batman Arkham Knight, which I'm not going to spoil, but let's just say that it involves a lot of fear toxin and Batman smelling the whiffy gas and getting some needles. Finally, the areas we couldn't access at the beginning of the game. Now, they're all ours. And audio tapes that we've already listened to, so on that note, I'm Solidus-Skully, keep it new metal, and next time on Batman Arkham Asylum, no more glitches. I promise.
Patient interview 1. Patient was referred to me after the incident with Dr. Murphy. He appears to
was brought about after the loss of his wife and child. As yet, the patient has been unable to speak. Continued observation shows little mental activity. It's as if the shock of what he saw triggered his mental collapse.
There's someone in here! It's him. We found him. Break down the door!
Note to self, as ever, it is difficult to continue my research under such conditions.
Step away from Dr. Combs! Now! Get down on the ground! We found them. Someone get a medic. Oh, God, what's he done to him?
Patient interview 6. Dr. Crane has been back in custody for 3 weeks. Regular sessions have been inconclusive. I am not sure he is actually insane.
Good evening, Stephen. How are you tonight?
I'm conducting the session, Jonathan.
Of course. If that helps you cope, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let's talk about the events 3 weeks ago. What did you think you'd achieve? Dr. Murphy is still in therapy.
I wanted to understand him. His personal demons, his fears. It's all quite fascinating, really.
But you were a respected doctor. A brilliant mind. Now just another resident in Arkham.
Can I have a drink? A strong one? This kind of question bores me.
I'm afraid not.
Interesting choice of words, Doctor. Tell me, what are you afraid of?
Patient interview 9. Dr. Crane continues to evade questions. I believe he is quite sane, just evil. He takes no interest in the people he has hurt. His research appears to be the only motivating factor in his life. What is it about fear that drives your obsession?
Fear drives everything, Stephen. Everything. Your life is governed by fear. Every decision you make is a product of that fear.
Don't be ridiculous.
You married your wife, Margaret, isn't it? Because you were scared of dying alone. You have children because you're scared of leaving nothing behind that really matters. You go to the doctors because you're scared of dying. Do I need to go on?
No. I think that will be all for today. Guards? Today I have another interview with Crane. I cannot say I am looking forward to it. I've been feeling anxious. I don't like to admit it, but I think he's getting to me.
How are you today?
I keep telling you, this is my session.
It was your session, Doctor, but not anymore.
Are you okay, Doc?
I think... Yes,
Oh, he's fine. Just questioning his grip on reality. You should be doing the same any second.
Mom? Is that you? Wait, what are you doing?
Get off of me. Help! I need help here! I can't breathe!
Like I said, you're all part of my experiment now. Asylum interview 1. My experiment is underway. Working alone, I have created my ultimate fear gas. Its potency, a revelation.
They're all over me! Please, Daddy. Don't do it!
Come on. Come on. I have pumped enough gas into the medical center to break 100 minds. It should only be a matter of time before... What?
Give it up. Now!
How are you still standing? How come it's not affecting you?
Who says it's not?
I knew it. What was it like? What have you seen?
Officer Cash, get this formula to the air conditioning system, now!
You failed, Crane. Again. I've been working with Dr. Kellogg in creating an antidote to the toxins in your cologne. He fooled you, Crane. How does that make you feel? Threatened? Humiliated?